I guess being part of the journey right from the start, you know, when this turned up as a Hyundai Kona chassis, it's quite exciting to see and to look back to see where we are now. And I mean, it's been a huge team effort between downstairs and upstairs. It is really all coming together now, and now is the exciting time.
Obviously, the closer we get to the deadline, the more the project and the jobs get more detailed and more full on, and it's always the small jobs that take the longest. So yeah, time will fly by.
So as you can probably tell, most of the main fabrication has almost been finished. So we're mock fitting a lot of stuff, figuring out where things should be in terms of plumbing and routing, and figuring out how it's all going to operate when the car's up and running.
Perfect fit. Done. Job done. Put wheels on it, let's go. There's been a big push, a lot of work going on in recent weeks, and we're getting it ready for the first drive, first shakedown. There's a lot of unknowns. I've still got a steering wheel and I got a seat. Other than that, once I press the throttle pedal, the power, the sensations this car is going to give is going to be quite different to your normal ICE engine. Essentially, we've got like our own WRC car, modern day WRC car with new technology here on our own back doorstep that we've built with our own hands. Obviously the EV concept started a few years ago, and it was about trying to lead the way. That idea has very much developed into a new idea of trying to make a statement in the sport, because we can see the industry and the sport changing so quickly. We don't want rallying to get left behind. It is my life, and I want to remain a part of it, and for that to happen we need the sport to continue to develop and to be in line with the industry.
The whole idea is our own Kiwi design. So in terms of that, we've gone and sort of prototyped and designed a lot of stuff in-house.
We've now been able to sort of focus on some of the extra stuff, some of the cosmetic things, and being able to sort of distinguish ourselves with this vehicle as something that's new and groundbreaking. So something a little bit different to our vehicle, removing your classic roof vent from the actual roofline and incorporating it into the windscreen.
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, there's a lot of sheep in New Zealand, but we don't want to just be one of the pack that just follows what everyone else is doing. We want to continue on and improve better the way things are done in motorsport in the world. So
having the COVID lockdowns and things made it firstly very, very financially tough for the business, a lot of uncertainty. But obviously once we had the opportunity to get back on deck and back into work, we had no other option but to continue pushing forward with the EV.
I mean, COVID's made things difficult, obviously it has for everyone in the world, but at the end of the day, we've got deadlines and we just need to keep pressing on the best we can to get the project done.
It's not an infinite budget project, as much as it would have been awesome to be able to come here with a blank cheque and design whatever we wanted, and that's not what it's been about from the start. And then COVID, I guess, has just made us that much more aware of the budgets and keeping a handle on things. Not only are you designing something that needs to be lightweight and strong and functional, it also needs to be cost effective.
Better check what the date is, isn't time? We just took over midnight and Wednesday, so actually later today, we'll be driving the car for the first time out on the track for its first rollout. So it's pretty exciting times to have the car going under its own power, but up until now, probably the last month has been very manic for the team. Several of the guys have been working midnight most nights, and yeah, obviously it's a new system with all the electronics and the battery. We're working with our technical partner Stad in Austria, so obviously they're on European time. 11 hours difference, so during the night here, Matt spent a bit of time over the last couple of nights just going through the system so we can learn how to operate the car. Obviously we've got some pretty expensive items in this car, so we don't want to risk them either, so we've got to do things in a very methodical way.
Okay, so the front is actually working,
yeah. It's 9:30, we've got 5 hours until the first drive. It was a late night last night, for sure. Just came in this morning and did a checkup, and we've got another potential fault issue to Gremlin to sort out, but you know, it's what it is. We can at least drive the front motors at the moment.
midday, lunchtime, but got to keep pressing on because we've only got a few hours left. So I guess it's a bit of an unknown on how it's going to go and all that. But I mean, we're confident.
Holy shit!
Yeah, pretty surreal to drive your own car, a car that was designed and built by our own team. With a lot of guys, I must say, who haven't actually built a car like this before. To do that first drive and have zero problems, I think made it even that much better. So yeah, it was a very cool day.
Right, here we go. Pretty big day. 18 months and thousands of hours by our team to get to this point, and we're finally driving it under his own power, so this is pretty cool. Obviously the finished product's going to look a bit different to this, but the commitment by everyone, by time, effort, financial commitment, and to now have it driving under its own power is pretty momentous. So Christmas has come early, well and truly. Well, it goes. Yeah, that was full throttle. That's all she's got. Oh yeah, got a... Yeah.
Considering we only ran with one motor, it looked, lighting up the front wheels. So 2 motors, that's going to be pretty quick. Who would have thought that the first EV rally car, like custom built, purpose-built EV rally car would be built in South Island in Cromwell. I never heard of Cromwell 2 years ago,
Now it gets stripped, we go through all the final fabrication, we go through all the body prep. Then we've obviously got to get it, making it look good with all the paint, all the body kit. Final assembly could be up to 2 to 3 weeks, and there's still a lot of little things that actually happen. And then, as I say, the final product you'll see on the 4th of November will look quite different to this, and we think it will look quite cool too. Yeah, really proud. We're a group of young guys, so to try and lead them into something new like this, and for them to take every challenge in their stride, probably even more confident in what we're doing long term, because to have a group of guys like this behind you, it gives you confidence in where this project's going, where the vision's going, and where we can ultimately take the team.
And I guess it's a very proud moment for Hyundai New Zealand, and especially Hayden. Sometimes winning is simply getting to the start line, and I think when you have a project like this, for Hayden, getting it to this stage is simply winning. But a measure of Hayden is that's not how he sees it. He sees it as the very beginning.
When dinosaurs like me see electric cars, we turn up our noses. Hayden has a very different mindset. He goes and makes one. And he makes it faster than we ever thought possible. He makes it more visceral than we could ever expect. Hayden's mindset once again has the world watching as he takes his latest setback, COVID-19, and stands here today leading the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Hayden Paddon.
Everyone has poured their heart and soul into this project, with over 10,000 hours from the time that we started the design of this project. Nothing has been left to chance, and we've tried to create something that's quite unique.
This is a group of young men that I have confidence will be the core of PRG moving forward as we keep striving towards our ultimate goal. PRG is not about me as a driver, it's about us as a team. Now we've got to get out there with the car, we've got to be competing, and from all that we have to simulate all the different conditions that we may encounter in rallies and ultimately develop the car to make sure it competes in a full-length rally in that 18-month period. So there's a lot to do in a very short space of time.